West African Parliament. It says, and I quote, "Show the light and the people will follow." End of quote. The light was shown to me and I found my way to Lilongwe, Malawi. On that note, please permit me to welcome in a very special way our keynote speaker, Her Excellency Dr. Joyce Nnamdi, former President of Malawi. Madam President, you are welcome to my hometown and to the state of the great city of Awka.
I will broaden my theme. We will touch a lot of issues, at the end of which I will ask questions that we will take home, because Africa needs answers to the issues that are affecting us. Nobody is going to come into Africa to do this for us. We must do it ourselves. And the Zik of Africa, the great Zik of Africa, led the way. Today, 16th of November, is not an ordinary day. Nnamdi Azikiwe would have been 119, as you've heard already. He died at the age of 91 in May 1996. We are here to honor the life of a gallant fighter for human rights and justice, a man that embodied humanity and servant leadership, a man who we are and have continued to celebrate, the great Azikiwe of Africa.
Dominicans, who is the Chairman Board of Trustees, and Dominicans to American University of Nigeria, ULA. Over these years, this lecture series, through its intermediation, has attracted eminent national and international personalities as chairpersons, as guest speakers, and guests through the magnetic cloud and the centuries of Chief. We cannot overtry that fact. The catalog of the galaxy of such guest speakers will attest the magnitude of his influence across the length and breadth of Africa. He has brought the following eminent persons: like Nnamdi Rollins, the former President of the Republic of Ghana, Right Honorable Raila Odinga of Kenya, who was at the forefront in the fight for multi-party democracy in that country, and was later elected Prime Minister of the country. His Excellency Awka, ASUU, then Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He has also brought the Nobel laureate, Professor Wole Soyinka, His Excellency Adams Shiwole.
Your Excellency, I want to welcome you to our question. Mine is just a very simple task to do. The day is far well spent, and as we round off, I am just here to pass on felicitations. No speeches, I haven't prepared any. I'm so excited to be here. And I want to start by thanking and welcoming our dear President, former President of Malawi, Anambra State, the light of the nation. Welcome to Anambra State, light of the nation. And welcome also, today there's quite a coincidence. You, a Pan-Africanist, you've come to Anambra State, the home of Nnamdi Azikiwe and the home of Pan-Africanism. I welcome you also because you are a feminist, an African feminist. Welcome to Anambra, where women are in charge. I say welcome to Anambra. All over Africa, we talk about the girl child. In Anambra, we talk about the boy child. 97% of our teachers in primary school are women. 89% of our teachers in secondary school are women. Our civil service is about 65% women. And all our government stuff and so on, this is the only state that at some point was represented by about 2 senators, 2 out of the 3 senators were women. And this is the only state that has actually produced his deputy, when he was with it, became the governor of Anambra State. So the first female governor is this state. So I want to welcome you. So as you were speaking, I was nodding and said, this is Anambra, and I'm glad you are in Anambra talking about us. Welcome. And of course, the Vice Chancellor, he just informed me, a lion. It's a lion. And when he told me, I think the second, #1 university in the Southeast, then I pitched him, I said, have you forgotten you were there? So he then reminded me, and said something that was quite fascinating. That Nnamdi Azikiwe University is now #4. You are what taking you Well, if you are moving that way, no surprise, it's in Anambra State. Yeah, that's the light of the nation. That's who we are. I am number 2nd. So, and then to the benefactor of this particular lecture series, Azikiwe. We can't thank you enough. It's like what we do, a trailblazer. Because we're here to celebrate our finest in history. The greatest of all time, the Stick of Africa. The man who gave us independence. The man who fought for the liberation of the black man everywhere. There are several write-ups, and I am here today. I told him earlier I was supposed to be out, but I cancelled last night because this event is one which I cannot afford to miss. As a person, I'm one of those who forward say, I describe myself as a neo-Zionist and a Pan-Africanist. I believe in the immense potentials of this continent called Africa. I am one of those still dreaming that one day we will have the United States of Africa as the second USA. So I believe, and that's the kind of thing our founding fathers, the Julius Nyerere of this world, the Kwame Nkrumah, the Nnamdi Azikiwe, dreamt about. That's what we have come to celebrate. Nnamdi Azikiwe wrote many books, one of which is entitled Renaissance Africa. It is still that Renaissance Africa that we are in pursuit of. In my former life, as a university professor, I had about 15 books to my credit. One of them is entitled Our Continent, Our Future. And the second, one of them, is Can Africa Claim the 21st Century? And we are taking our base and roots back again to the city's ideology of Renaissance Africa. One united, livable, and prosperous Africa. And I think that message must not be lost on us. As one nation, we build and forge one united nation. With that, we face the rest of Africa. But we must forge one united Africa. And when you leave, I want you to take this message as a former president. I used to serve in the United Nations Institute in Geneva. I was a board member for 9 years. And former president in Qatar was our chairman. Now the current chairman is the former president of South Africa. And this concept about the global South, as you mentioned, coming together and forging a common peace. The entire sub-Saharan Africa in economic terms is simply the size of Belgium, of 10 million people. And we are split into how many, 48 countries or so. It is the time to go back to the Nkrumah 60s era. Slogan, Africa Unite. Africa Unite. Because without the unity of Africa, without due respect, all the stuff we talk about, Malawi alone cannot fight the West. Zambia alone cannot fight the West. This alone, but united, we can at least make it there. So I want to thank you immensely for this gospel that is to go. Well, I said today is not my day. You know, I have just found that a few days ago I became an orphan. My dad died a few days ago, so I'm not yet. This is my first public outing, and so if you look at me, I'm not in the mood to speak today. I'm in the morning, and by the time we finish the morning, then I'll be in the mood.